This is called Starvation. I am 14 when I first talk about suicidality. My depression wears my skin so well that people call it by my name. We are in the backyard. My stepfather and my depression. Empty beer cans clink on the power saw table. He had said he wanted to talk. This is as close to conversation as we ever get. The deafening whir of the machine dies and the silence becomes a different blade. Depression taken by the wrist gently presses single drop of blood, shows me the difference between horizon and skyline, teaches me that men must be action and I am a man now, suggests I either stop being a bitch or do something about it. Tells me he's tired of seeing how this affects my mother. Teaches me about cleanliness so I won't leave another mess for her. Reduces my disease to something comically piteous with his laughter, releases clumsy flesh with disgust. Sometimes talking about suicide feels like suffocating on what sustains you, choking quietly at a table you are told you are not welcomed at. Plate piled high with expression of emotion in men is weakness. I never expected to make it to 20. Carved roadmaps into depression, marking the places I did not plan on living long enough to see. I am 24 when I am talking with a friend from creative writing about a girl from class. We are joking about how I like her. Things are going well and so I'm nervous. My friend makes Shakespearean attempts at wit, innuendo about the deed. Nay, me fears a much different thing. I'm not sure how she will react to my scars. See, some of my metaphors are not metaphors. When I say that I have bled onto paper, I mean that I know the way crimson splattered against cloud-white poem feels like unwanted sunrises against half-written skies. There is no silence. Immediate unsheathing of the word dangerous. He decides to tell the girl. Blade cuts. We do not talk about self-destruction. In the movies, the time bomb is a secondary villain, and a part of me understands his cutting the single wire to protect her. I am 31 when the internet explodes with news of Robin Williams passing. Awareness buzzes in news stories, trending promises of being there. Conversation is offered, society recognizes that we all need to eat to survive, while also understanding how difficult that is when you have no appetite. Progress is made, mental illness is handled seriously. A few months later, that viral roar becomes a whisper and conversation stops. Sometimes talking about suicide is setting out good china for guests. This is reserved for special occasions and is always about them. Guests will marvel at being included in such a rare occasion, never asking about the cupboard where the plates are kept. I am 34 when I am sitting around a fire with friends, grateful on most days to have made it to 30, feeling warmth in the life of the flames as much as I am warmed by them. They listen to my story and I begin to realize something. Setting the table for dinner has as much to do with the company as it does the food.